Glenn here, Crimson Landscape, here to talk about your landscape design. All right, here's the update. I'll try to answer all your questions in your email as part of this design process. All right, so on the right, still have the limelight hydrangeas with the rose creek abelias in front. This bed's about a 7 foot bed, so it's a big bed, so it's quite large. I know it's going to look smaller than what you have now because your beds now are way oversized. But this is, of course, conceptual. So when they get on site and they lay all the plants out, they will determine the bed shape and sizes after the plants are laid out and installed. We don't pick the bed shape before the plants are laid out. So the bed shape is based again on the layout. Again, rose creek is in front. I did not put a tree on the right hand side because you have a drop off on the side of the house that I didn't want to contend with and didn't want to spend too much of your money trying to build that up to support a tree. The second reason is these llama hydrangeas get big. I mean, they'll get 5 to 6 feet tall if you let them. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. They will die back in winter, but in the front, the rose creek abelias are an evergreen shrub. A big fan of the rose creeks. Mine's blooming right now. I swapped the daylily out. We can get red and orange, typically going to be the most common. In the back there to the right, I have Laura petalum emerald snow, which is a green version with a white bloom. I needed something green or something as a filler, so I just put some variegated liripe as filler next to the gravel. To make this space look functional because of the windows, the only thing I could come up with was a bench. So a simple bench in that space doesn't have to be fancy. We can use decomposed granite as well. I just needed something there to make this space look functional. Once we curved the river rock a different direction, it kind of changed the dynamics of the space, and landscape really didn't seem to fit well. Okay, this is a Oregon grape mahonia. It gets nice, tall, and full. It's a great plant. This is a giant liripe. Then, of course, your seasonal in front, and I kept the sprea. We'll generally send one or two extra plants of things just so if we need fillers, we have some plants to fill the gaps. So just to recap, is we're trying to find plants that work, that are functional, that are low maintenance, easy to maintain. I can buy. There's 1,000 plants I can pull from in the catalog, but the problem is having to maintain them. Higher risk, like this right here, would be a great place for a. We can do a weeping redbud, but the problem with the weeping redbuds is, I mean, in the first year they have about a 50% failure rate. So we just don't plant them. Another plant would probably work well would be a serpentine weep weeping atlas. It's a great tree. I have one at my house, but the way it's turned, you really wouldn't get the benefit of how cool a serpentine looks. But it's a great little tree. So again, there's a ton of plants we can pick, but we just narrow down what we know works in the space. Over here, I added if you wanted to add a second row of hydrangeas as filler, we could do that. I could change it to where it's something like a different green shrub just in the front, maybe not so big. It does that. I mean, there's a couple things we can do. You just got to figure out. I like the variegated liripe for this space. I know it's going to die back and be a little bit bare in winter, but I think the functionality of spring and summer blooms and how pretty your yard's going to be when we're done definitely is going to stand out. But if you do want an evergreen shrub in there, just let me know. I'll drop an evergreen shrub. We can put nandinas in there as well, which is their evergreen. Over here, I reduced the number of everlow sedges just to 3. Japanese maple on the corner. I used a coral bark. The reason I like the coral bark here versus a bloodgood is the coral bark does way better in the heat compared to a bloodgood, um, especially for western sun. This is going to get a little bit of shade in this corner. You're going to shade from the midday sun, but this will get hit from the western sun. But the coral bark does really well. Sprea, because we're trying to tie in some of the colors from the other side to this side. So Sprea and the daylilies, rose creek abelias, I pulled those from this side. This corner, it's hard to find balance and height in this corner without blocking the windows, which I'm trying not to do. So this could be Laura petalums. This could be my favorite, the dwarf Yopon hollies. We can go with the 7 gallon version. It's a great fit for this location. A couple other options we have for evergreen. I wouldn't do for this one. I would do the dwarf Yopons or I would do the Laura petalums. These are purple phlox. They get tall and skinny, nice, pretty purple color. They prefer the full sun, but they should do fine here. The phlox in the back is really filler until these get mature. So that's why I have it in this space and in this space. Nellie R. Stevens holly on the corner. So you have that evergreen shrub. Then on the side of the yard, I moved the bridal respreas on the side yard. Mixed in the boulders. I like the boulders because they help overcome some of the weird angles for the joints. So that works in this application. Then, of course, lights are baked into the cake. If you want to reuse your lights or add new lights, we can do that as well. Then I understand your question on the sod. I may or may not use it. If you don't put new sod in, we'll just have to do some sod repair. So I hope this answers all your questions and this changes the design. If you do want to change the design again and you want to move things around, this time what I'll do is I'll send you the a PDF of the 2G drawing, and you're just going to need to draw some arrows of where you want things. Then just let me know what plants you want where. Then I'll make that update in the design. All right. If you have any questions, just let me know. Installation timeline. We're probably backed up 2 weeks now. As the spring progresses, we're going to keep backing up. I would say probably by April, probably by April 15th, we're going to be backed up probably for most of May as well. We really will start getting backed up here pretty soon. No rush. It's just we want to meet your timeline. Any questions, just let us know. Thanks.